Hello students, welcome to the English class. Today let us start the third chapter from the book Beehive. The name of the chapter is The Little Child. It is written by Catherine Mansfield. It's a beautiful chapter based on a little girl. The protagonist of this chapter is a little girl. Protagonist means main character. In this story, there is a father, mother, and grandmother. Among all the characters, Kezia is the little girl who plays a predominant role in the story. So here, the little girl Kezia feels that she is not loved and taken care by her own father. Her father seems to be very strict towards her. He doesn't spend time with Kezia. So, the man seems to be very strict towards Kezia. Kezia feels that her father doesn't love her. She tries to approach to her father, but the father was very rude towards her. He always commands and give harsh statements. So this way, Kezia makes a conclusion that her father doesn't love her. But in the story we'll come to know that after some time or after few days or weeks or months, she will come to know that it is not like that. She was thinking in a wrong way. So every child feels something towards his or her parents, because parents seems to be strict towards their children when it is necessary, and sometimes they are very loving and understanding. So as a child, we should try to understand the love and concern for us. Sometimes some things are not good for us. At that point of time, they try to correct us, but children take it in the other way. So in this story also, Kezia realizes at the end of the story that her father was a loving man. So let us read the chapter and understand in depth. So students, let us start the chapter, The Little Girl. It is written by Catherine Mansfield. Before you read, do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Perhaps you now understand the reasons for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. Yes, when we are small, sometimes when we did some mischievous thing, when we did something wrong, our parents used to correct us. But now when we have grown up, we realize that it was our mistake and that was the right thing what our parents did to us. Second point, this story about a little girl whose feelings for her father changed from fear to understanding will probably find an echo in every home. This is a story of every child in every home. So this story of a little child reminds us of every child, because here in the story, the little child was very much afraid of her father. The figure of her father was something like very dangerous. She was very much scared of her father because she feels that her father doesn't love her. So let us read the first paragraph. To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared and avoided. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with goodbye. Father, and oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. So every morning before going to the office, the father of Kezia gave a casual kiss and he bid goodbye to Kezia. But on the other hand, Kezia was very much uncomfortable. She was waiting when her father will go to the office so that she doesn't need to face her father. So at that point, in those days, people used to go by their carriage. So in the same way, the father of Kezia was going by a carriage, and when the carriage was going, gradually the sound becomes lesser and lesser. From that, she comes to know that her father is gone. So she feels very relaxed when her father goes away from home. In the evening, when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there and bring me my slippers. Again in the evening, when her father comes back from the office, Kezia hears the voice of her father in a loud manner. She hears the voice, bring my tea into the drawing room. Then, did my paper come or not? He asked in this way. Bring my slippers. So this way, this kind of commands she hears from her father from the drawing room. So she was very much scared, and whenever she hears anything from her father, she used to get frightened. Kezia, mother would call to her, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Slowly the girl would slip down the stairs, more slowly still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. By the time he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying, frightening to the little girl. Well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? I don't know, father. She stammers in this way. So Kezia was very much frightened of her father. So her mother also is to call her, tells her to take the boots of her father and keep it in the proper place. Then father also asks whether she was behaving well in the house or not. He looks at her with her spectacles in a frightening manner, and father, he also inquires whether he was behaving well in the home or not. All these queries were disturbing her. So this way she was facing her father. So when her father asked that, did you behave well or not, that time she used to stammer. You don't know? If you stutter means stammering, like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. So if you stammer like that, she was not feeling confident before her father. She was very much frightened before her father. However, she was very confident with other people. Whenever she speaks with other people, she speaks with confidence. But when she speaks with her father, she feels very uncomfortable. She never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up. But only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. What's the matter? The father asks to Kezia, what's the matter? Why you are behaving this way? What are you looking so wretched about? Wretched means very sad. Wretched means very sad, unhappy. Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. So the father of Kezia told the grandmother of Kezia, to look after Kezia, because he thinks that Kezia might commit suicide because he looks very upset and sad. So her father was thinking in that way. So at the same time, the father of Kezia ordered her to take the teacup and keep it properly. He was so big, his hands and his neck especially, his hands were very big and his necks were very big, especially his mouth also. When he yawned, yawning means when a person is feeling very sleepy, that time open the mouth and try to make a sound. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. So Kezia thinks and feels for her father like a giant, like a monster, something like a very huge fellow, very dangerous fellow. So she was thinking in that way. On Sunday afternoon, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. Snoring means making noise with the help of nose while sleeping, snoring. So grandmother was very good towards Kezia. She was the best friend of Kezia. Grandmother had an idea to make Kezia and her friends friendly, parents friendly with each other. So that's why when Kezia's father and mother were there at home on Sunday, Kezia's father lied on the sofa. He covered his face with a handkerchief and slept. On the other hand, Kezia's mother sat on a sofa and engrossed in reading. She was busy reading. And grandmother of Kezia requested Kezia to talk with them so that she may become very familiar with them and they may talk with each other and there may develop a love and concern for each other. But the idea of grandmother did not work out because they were busy in their own. So you can see here how Kezia's father is lying on the sofa. He has covered his face with a handkerchief and the mother is busy reading the book and Kezia was just looking at them. So she sat on a stool. She sat on a stool, gravely means seriously watched him until he woke. He is referred to the father of Kezia and spread and asked the time, then looked at her. When Kezia's father woke up, at that point of time, Kezia was looking at her father constantly. So her father asked, why you are looking at me like that? Don't stare so. Don't look at me like that. Don't stare with your fixed eye. Kezia, you look like a little brown owl. So the father of Kezia was calling Kezia as you look like a little brown owl. So one day when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week. So there was another plan from the side of grandmother for Kezia. Grandmother said that there is a birthday of your father next week. So I suggest you to make something special for your father and present him as a gift. So grandmother suggested to make a pin cushion. Kezia liked the idea and she started making a pin cushion as a gift for her father. Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. But what to fill it with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered. Wandered means move from place to place. Into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. Scraps means piece of papers. On the bed, table, she discovered means found, a great many sheets of fine paper. Gathered them up tore them into tiny pieces, small pieces, and put her case. Case means that pin cushion. Then showed up the fourth side. So she started making a pin cushion with the help of cotton. So she has stitched all the three sides. So she has left only one side to fill. So she was looking for some papers to put inside the pin cushion. So she went from room to room. She went to the mother's room and she found some papers, some sheets on the table. So she took the sheets of paper and tore into several pieces and put inside the pin cushion, and she stitched the fourth side. So this way she prepared the pin cushion. That night there was a hue and cry. Hue and cry means there was an angry protest in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority. Port Authority is the office had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. So at that night, there was so much angry protest. Father was very much worried that he had to prepare a speech, and there was an important paper. The papers were about a speech for his office. So the papers were missing. So the mother of Kezia asked Kezia also whether Kezia saw those papers or not. Then she responded, "Yes, mother, I saw it and I tore into pieces and I did something with that." So this way she replied. At that time, "Oh yes," she said, "I tore them up for my surprise." "What?" screamed mother. "Come straight down to the dining room this instant." Instant means immediately. So mother also got angry and she ordered her to go to the hall. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro. To and fro means going forward and backward, hands behind his back. Father was very much angry. He was putting his hands back and he was moving to and fro, moving forward and backward. "Well," he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared. Stared means looking with a fixed eye at the child. So the father of the child looked at Kezia with a fixed eye. "Did you do that?" No, she whispered. "Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant." So the father of Kezia was very angry, and Kezia's father told to Kezia's grandmother to see in the bedroom of Kezia. So he was very angry because his papers were missing. Okay, children, so we have done till the paragraph 6 till here, and I will explain you further in the next video.